Hey everyone, it's Patch 3.20 for Necropolis, and I just want to make a very quick video to tell people on how you can gain a full Sulphite bar in less than a full map with the current new season. I'm currently doing a series where I'm starting with a fresh character that has absolutely no money at all, and we're trying to get ourselves a high-end build put together by doing nothing but delving. And because of me doing this, I've had a lot of people who have started delving along with me, and I just wanted to let everyone know on how to get yourself a full Sulphite bar in literally less than 30 seconds worth of work for just 2 chaos. With the current new season, we now have access to Allflames, and one of the Allflames that we care about here is going to be the Allflame Ember of Sulphite. What this is going to do is it's going to add Sulphite monsters throughout your map, and these Sulphite monsters give so much Sulphite that with barely any sort of juicing, you just get yourself a full Sulphite bar in less than half a minute, which allows you just immediately go back to delving. And honestly, that's always been the biggest issue with delving, the nuisance of having to go and do 4, 5, 6 maps to get a full Sulphite bar to just be able to go back to doing even more delving. The setup is going to be very simple. All you're going to want to do is get yourself a map, and ideally you'd want to do an open layout that's simple enough to go through. Your dunes, silo, strand, whatever map you prefer. I personally like doing this with strand. And then all you're going to have to do to add on to this is get yourself one Sulphite Scarab of Greed, which is going to give you 150% more sulphite. Now, you don't even need this, but I'd recommend it as the Scarab currently only costs a chaos, and given that you can buy hundreds of these in bulk very easily, there's just no reason to not use it. And then the final thing you're going to need here is going to be an Allflame Ember of Sulphite. As I mentioned, this is going to replace a bunch of packs in your map with Sulphite monsters instead. And these Sulphite monsters basically give the same amount of Sulphite that a Nico Mission Sulphite node would give you at the same time. Now, what I want to mention quickly about this Ember is that it's actually very easy to bulk buy it for the people who might be worried that buying lots of these might be a little bit annoying. So all you have to do is simply just come to the bulk item exchange section of the trade website, go over to Allflames and find yourself the Ember of Sulphite. At the bottom, simply just set a stock count to something like 10, and you will see just all of the offers where people have quite a lot of these. Because you're only going to need a single one of these to actually get yourself a full Sulphite bar, and because there's plenty of people selling 10, 20, 30 of these, if I were to go to this person, for example, and buy all 50 of them for 100 chaos, 50 Sulphite bars would basically last me over 2 weeks of delving, meaning that you really don't need to worry about one, purchasing a lot of these, and two, worrying about there not being enough supply of them. Now with this, there's a little bit of an atlas setup you could do if you primarily just want to focus on delve. This is the tree I've been personally using, and it'll be linked in the description below. And all there really is to it is just all the Nico nodes. So we get a guaranteed Nico per map to get a little bit more sulphite. All the map sustain nodes, so I can just self-sustain my maps so I don't have to go and purchase any. These shrine nodes to be able to get through the map a little bit faster. And then all of the map modifier effect nodes at the top to give us more pack size in our map, meaning that the monsters from the Allflame member are going to spawn in bigger packs. Finally, I picked up all the extract nodes to maybe make a little bit more money for the map, but given you're only doing one map per sulphite bar, you're really not going to be inside of maps that often if you plan to just delve the whole time. This will be linked in the description below, but you do not need to copy this tree at all. If you just pick up a bunch of the map modifier effect nodes at the top of the tree, that'll be more than enough to give you a bunch of additional pack size in your map to get even more sulphite monsters. And in terms of the actual setup itself, it's going to be very simple. Just get yourself a map that you just alch and chisel, and then all you have to do is just get yourself the Sulphite Scarab of Greed. Start your map with just quantity picked from the map device, and then all you're going to have to do is just take one Allflame member and apply it onto a pack that has high pack density. You don't care about anything else, and if there's no high pack density monsters in a map, you can simply apply it onto a normal one. But simply just applying one Allflame member onto one of the packs inside your map should be more than enough to give you a full sulphite bar. I currently have no sulphite, and if we quickly go and run maybe even just half of this map, you'll see that throughout it, we'll get a bunch of these rock monsters, which we, when killed, will give us quite a lot of sulphite. As you saw, just from a single pack, I gained 11,000 sulphite. If I just quickly go through, kill a few more of these packs as I walk through and try to find all of the Nico nodes that we see all over the place. As you can see, very quickly, I just gained myself a full sulphite bar in less than 30 seconds worth of total work. This means you're going to have to spend a very, very, very little time within these maps, and just like that, I can just leave and just go do more delving if I want to. I'm going to be really sad when this gets removed from the game next season, and I really hope that Allflames in general just get to live as a core part of the game, because while delving, probably the single most annoying thing is to go and get yourself a sulphite bar. And for a long time, I've been asking for just a way to be able to trade sulphite with people so you don't have to go and get the sulphite yourself, you just buy from other people. And well, at least the Ember might not necessarily be being able to buy sulphite directly, but it's very close to just be able to do that, given how you just have to do half a map to actually get a full sulphite bar. If you have any questions on this, favorites, feel free to leave a comment in the comments below and I'd be more than happy to help you as soon as I can. I also stream on Twitch every single day. So if you want to watch me do delving and watch me basically turn a character that's completely naked into a character that's going to have a multi-100 div build through nothing but delving, feel free to come by and be a part of a community and come hang out with all the kitties. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.